Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Shout out to our radio partners, Fluent Media Network, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indie 101.5. Tonight's show is powered by Live Long Health, Paris Ice Bar, Copan Vodka, Fire Infusions, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Be sure to tap in with us every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, honey, and don't forget, the MzMetchi Show comes on every Monday at 11 a.m. It's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
New tries up.
Ain't no running and chasing, just running the bases. Nothing complex, nothing too basic.
Come on in.
No, we down like a basement, ain't no player replacement. Time is money, you know I ain't wasting. Wish you got me, leave before you lie me. And if you hide me, quit.
I just be trying to bring y'all the new. My bad.
I play the ways, maintain it, tough game. Ain't no sucker simple right next to a pimp. They try to.
Because look, wait a minute. My boys didn't release something new, okay? Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. That was Cat and Mouse, honey, by Tries Up. And guess what? I got Cognac Classic in my virtual backstage right now. Everybody give it up. Everybody give it up. Welcome back. I hope that y'all get that on y'all playlist if you haven't already, because I know that y'all following them. Y'all already know. Tries Up, our friends from the show. Stop playing. Get that on your playlist, okay? That was... Wait, look, because I want to make sure, because it's cat and mouse games. Yes, it's cat and mouse games. Y'all need to stop playing those games, but it's cat and mouse games. It's available everywhere that you stream your favorite music. I'm excited to be back. Y'all, I was supposed to be back last week. Ooh, clock it. And y'all had things to do. It's been a busy time. It's been a very, very busy time, but I'm super excited for tonight. Now, before I get into what we got going on this evening, if you all are interested in advertising with me, I always want to remind you, go ahead and reach out to me because I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Hold on, Faith. I see you backstage, sis. I see you. I see you. Of course, shout out to my radio partners, Fluent Media Network, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and of course, our partners at Swag Her. Absolutely love them. Now, if you miss any of tonight's show, remember that you can always listen on iHeart, Spotify, wherever you listen to your shows. The Blueprint Live is right there for you. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company everywhere at the BP Media Co. And of course, make sure that you follow me too, MzMetchi. I'll follow you right back. Y'all know it's follow for follow, support for support. So y'all go ahead and put it out there. Now, of course, we would not be able to even bring the show to you without my amazing sponsors. So shout out to them. Okay, Live Long Health, Copan Vodka, which I've already got poured up in my cup for tonight's What Would You Do? Pretty Curvy Savage, Paris Ice Bar, and Fire Infusions. After tonight's show, everyone that I mentioned tonight, including my special guests, will be hyperlinked to the episode, both on YouTube and Facebook. Please just take a moment to stop, go and subscribe to their channel, follow them, get on the email list, whatever way that they have for you to connect with them. Please make sure that you lock in. Y'all know how we like to do it. Now, we got to catch up. Because look, for tonight, I just feel like we can't talk about just one thing. It's been a lot going on. So tonight for our topic, we're gonna do an overall catch-up session. Now, I've got two guests that I'm super excited about. Of course, I already shared that I've got Cognac Classic. He is in my virtual backstage. But I also have Faith Jackson. She is the anointed poet, and I'm so excited to bring her on. She's got an event coming up. We got to support. We got to lock in. But first, we're going to bring Cognac Classic. So if you're ready for me, can I get a thumbs up, sir? I think he's good to go. Hold on. Let me prepare, because y'all know I like to prepare and make sure that everything is good for my guest. Now, I just want to introduce y'all. Y'all go ahead and give us y'all clockets in the comments. Here's Cognac Classic. What's up?
What's going on, man?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good, very good. Can't complain.
Sir, we you're here with some updates for us tonight.
Oh yeah, we got a couple things going on. Just trying to keep everybody informed.
Yeah, you know what? I'm excited because of course I opened up tonight to Cat and Mouse games.
Oh,
So
great, great
I'm
choice.
really feeling that song.
I'm glad you did.
You all did
So after
that.
we completed it, we like, yeah, this is too cold. We got to put that out now. So that's why it came out so quick.
Yeah. So look, okay, I
That's,
have to know, and y'all always give me the scoop.
Mhm.
Is because you just released a project. Is there
Right.
something else on the horizon? Are we getting a deluxe? Like what? Give me the scoop. What's going on? A
So
taste.
we switched distribution, so we putting everything back out. Heavy Drugs 3, the album, the highlights of the high life. And then we're working on what's probably gonna be a Heavy Drugs 4.
Oh,
So this, yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
update that name. I'm gonna get y'all.
HD4, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? This is the thing. Even though, and I think that it would take for people that are genuine fans of your music to know that even though, like with the title, it's
Mhm.
so much substance in terms. You all kind of take us on a journey with your music.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. Just the bars being dope, not the content being about.
Oh, right. Look,
Right.
they know. I keep telling them, I'm like, Chai's up, they're long-term friends. We know what's going on. So
Yeah.
now for anyone that's tuning in, Cognac, that like may not be familiar with Chai's Up and you all's music,
Mhm.
what do you feel like you all kind of add to hip hop and to the music culture?
I would say originality. I would say we don't sound like anyone else.
Yeah.
We came from an era when originality was number one. Um, so
Okay.
nowadays, everybody they see the formula of what's working, what type of song working. So
Yeah.
they tend to do that more often. But now we trying to stick with our original recipe
That's right.
and give it to you raw.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Look, hey, everybody loves Chai's Up. Okay. Everybody loves Chai's Up. Now, before we get into you all's event that you have coming up on Monday, I wanted to kind of touch a little bit on another venture that you've been doing, which is Eat and Drink Good Chicago. Can you
Uh,
tell my people a little bit about that and how we can get in tune?
it's basically how Eating Drink Chicago came up. I was definitely a homebody. Then I started just going to restaurants, going out on, I guess you could say, dates.
Okay.
I was more of a just come over and
Yo,
chill
bud.
and watch movies type. So I'm like, since I'm here, I might as well get some content. So that's how it came
Right.
about. Yeah. So I'm just
So
trying to
look.
show people those spots to go to. That's all.
Now, Cognac, I've seen some of the places that you've gone to. So when you think about like a good either like just a night out on the town, just a real place you can get some good food and some good drinks in the Chicagoland area,
Mhm.
what would be kind of like your top few choices? Because whenever you come on the show, you got to pick a favorite.
Man, I always gotta go with Pavari. I don't know if I said it right.
Okay.
The black owned spot when they do all the seafood.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
RPM seafood as well. That's
It's the
me.
best.
Yeah, me,
We need
Jason,
we
and
need to add it on the list. Okay. Okay.
me, Dawson, our manager went there one day a couple years ago. Spent
Okay.
way too much money in it.
Oh, it's one of those. You bring the
Yeah, one of
bags out.
those.
Bring the bags out.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Well, now let them know how they could follow you and follow the adventures of Eat and Drink Good Chicago.
Eating Drink Good Chicago is on TikTok and Instagram, spelled the same way. No funny. Just
No
type in Eating
Z's. No.
Drink Chicago, right?
Okay. Okay. That's
Mhm.
exciting. Now, do you have a place that's coming up that you're excited about?
Um, so I got a couple. I got like maybe like eight restaurants in my camera roll that I'm gonna get out. So I try to drop it every Thursday. So I just
Okay.
dropped it. I dropped a new one on TikTok this Thursday about legal seafoods on the Chicago River, and
Oh, I
that's
checked
actually
that
doing
out.
some numbers. Yeah.
Oh, their happy hour is
Mm-hmm.
insane. My best friend and I just went there a few weeks ago. It was really, really good. Really
You know, I
good.
love a good happy hour. Can't beat that.
You cannot look. I love a good happy hour. I get right off work. I'm just like, and I'll have the oysters and
Right.
whatever they're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. So look, we're here to promote for your upcoming event that's coming up on Monday. Let's talk about it. Give us the deets.
All right. So it's called Players Only Smoke Session. It'll be at Prohibition THC Cafe.
Okay.
Um, hosted by a homeboy, Mr. Misfit. I want to shout him out because he put us on the bill. Like I told you backstage, we met him doing an interview for, I believe it was for our homeboy Jizzo, and he was there, and everybody clicked. So we've had a promissory show coming up, and we put him on the bill, and he's been returning the love by putting us on.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, so look, you excited to
Definitely,
perform the new? Are we getting the new music? You giving us some old tries up? What can we look forward to for those coming out?
The 420 related music that we get.
Well, of course, on that day.
But,
You know what? I'm
mhm.
excited for y'all. I always like to see Chaz Up perform. It's really a good time. It's a good time.
I want to congratulate you on your first season of your show as well.
Thank you. It's
We seen it. We seen it from day one coming up. You said it always though. You was gonna do it and manifest it, and you did it.
You and Doth, you all know that it was a road. And I just, I always shout y'all out, and I will continue to forever give my friends their flowers. I mean, and the crazy part about it is, how things come full circle. You all came on the show, and we go through that. I won't repeat it, but Chaz Up just made things cool over here in the BP Media Co. And when I expanded and I said I wanted to take it to television, y'all was right there. So I will always give y'all flowers. Thank you.
Man, we'll always show up for you. You know that.
Anytime. And same. I'm like, what? When I tell you, when I saw the flyer for Monday, I was like, oh, I can't. And because y'all know every show, I'm like, I'm gonna always support. So I'm excited for y'all. And I please take pictures and videos.
Definitely on that. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, before you get out of here, let everybody know where they can follow you, and also just give them the information one more time for Monday's event.
All right. We Chaz Up at Chaz Up, CHISEUP. That's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Monday, 7 p.m. Prohibition THC Cafe, 2114 South State Street, 7 p.m. So they got all type of goodies, edibles, other things you might partake in.
the sound effect is crazy. I'm literally gonna clip that part down. Well, Cognac, look, it's always good to see you. And look, I know I won't be able to make it personally on Monday because it's my anniversary, y'all. Woo. Tony. But I will, of course, be rooting for y'all. And let me know the next dates because you already know I'm popping out.
I definitely will. You know I got you.
For sure. Well, until next time, okay?
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Now, look, I'm going to leave Cognac's information scrolling here at the bottom. And then when we take a quick break and come right back, I have my next guest, Faith Jackson, joining us. And I'm really like, let me tell you all, I need y'all to get excited like how we opened up the show. I need y'all, let's keep the energy and keep the vibrations high because Faith is somebody that you all definitely want to meet right after this break. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MH Tudor in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Be sure to shop Pretty Curvy Savage, where style meets comfort, and you can be bold and be fierce. This plus-size clothing line is everything that you need in your closet, ladies. So be sure to visit prettycurvysavage.com and use promo code MzMetchi10 for your special discount. Okay, bye. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and I'm super excited. I am waiting on my next guest. She's in our virtual backstage right now, but really enjoy tonight's conversation with Cognac Classic. You all know, like I said, Chai's Up. They have been long-term friends of the show. So you all go and support them if you're in the Chicagoland area on Monday. Now let me go ahead because we got to prepare, honey. I like to prepare the room for when my guests come on. So I am super excited, you all. Y'all know I like to give y'all a little story time before I bring my guest on. But a few weeks ago, I was invited by Angel. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Shannon and everyone. I had such a good time, and I hope I say it right, at Le Buen. You know what? I'm not gonna screw it up, y'all. I'm gonna reshare the post and just retag them because I don't want to mess up their name. But I sat in for a podcast taping, and there was an event that followed afterwards, and I met Faith. And when I tell you, you know how when you meet people and they just have really, really awesome energy, right? Just like you meet them and it's just like, hello, I want to know you too. It was totally that when we met that day. She is an author, an entrepreneur. Okay. She's a poet. She's really doing the thing, y'all. And I'm so excited to introduce her to tonight. So I need you to go ahead. Let's get our claps on. I want to welcome my guest for tonight, Faith Jackson. Hey, Faith.
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing so good. I'm so happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes, yes. Look, I feel like let's go ahead and jump in. You were patiently in our virtual back lounge. I was like, I gotta bring my girl on. I'm really excited. I was telling them about all of the amazing things that you do, Faith. You are really, really awesome. I'm glad we were able to find time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes. Well, I wanted to know, just to kind of start and going with your journey, what inspired you to get into writing and doing poetry?
Absolutely. So I've been writing for a very, very long time. I was writing since I was much younger.
Okay.
I've never fit the norm. I've never fit the stereotype or kind of fit the box of the it girl, etc. I've
Okay.
always just been Faye. Very, very creative, very different, and very like this is who I am. That's what I'm gonna be. So growing up, as one could expect, I was not accepted for being very much so different. So instead of being overly angry about it, or going down a different route, writing was my escapism. And I actually do have a piece called Escapism in one of my first books, Anointed Scroll. So I use writing as a way to kind of escape, break free, and get some of my thoughts down. When I was younger, it wasn't like a heavy, like, oh man, I actually have to do this. I always like imagine, I was like, I did think like, man, I want to write books, I want to do stuff, but I
Right.
never thought it would actually happen for me. So it's one
Really?
thing to have a dream, but it's another thing for God to blow your mind
That's right.
and blow wind on something that you did not even think you'd actually end up accomplishing.
Yeah.
So what happened or became the it factor for me was I was just in school for mental health counseling.
Okay.
August 2025 was when Anointed Squirrel came out. I got
Okay.
suspended from my program for mental health counseling January of 2025, and I had fought to stay in school for a long time. And
Yeah.
at some point, when you've done all you can, when you've prayed all that you can, when you fasted all that you
Yeah.
can, at some point I had to hit the surrender point. So I
Yeah.
was already doing poetry in my church for the last 2 to 3 years
Okay.
anyway, and they were always coming up to me like, man, when you gonna write a book? Like
Yes.
you famous now. They would tell me that all the time, and I would look at them, and at first
Right.
but then at one day I just told her, I said, you know what, keep saying it, and I'm gonna go ahead and write that book.
That's
So
right.
I took the time to do that. I said, school was a huge barrier to me being able
Hmm.
to book done because that took up all of my time. So that was the
Okay.
first,
Okay.
but I also sat on it for so long
Yeah.
because I was concerned about who would support me. I was concerned about, okay, if I write a book, who gonna
Yeah.
support and who gonna buy my book instead of just walking in obedience.
Mm.
And a
Oh.
lot times we psych ourselves out by wondering, what's going to happen next instead of just doing the thing, because
Yeah.
you never know who you're going to meet in the process of doing the thing. I'm still sitting and waiting on God to do a whole multitude of tremendous things. But while I'm waiting on God to move, He's waiting on me to have faith and be obedient and do the
Yeah.
things He's placed in front of me to do, no matter
That's right.
what happens. It's like, daughter, okay, you want me to do this, but can you
Yeah. I need you to do this.
right?
Right.
Can you
Right.
continue to do the thing that
That's
I
right.
have told you to do? Could you? It might not be easy, but could you continue to press on? So it's kind of been that thing. And once
Yeah.
I wrote the Anointed Scroll and I knew that I could do it, it's like, well,
Yeah.
why stop? So
Yeah.
it kind of burned a fire in me. Um I don't, you have never heard me speak about the things that I went through, the warfare that I went through while trying to become an author. It wasn't just that I got put out of school. It was
Yeah.
also that I had sleepless nights. It was
Yeah.
also that I was facing anxiety, depression,
That's right.
suicidal thoughts,
Mm.
all the things.
Yeah.
Um, for a 6-month period, like by back to back to back to back. Like even after I wrote the book, I had some stuff, but it eventually, a lot of that and it, like warfare subsided by the
Yeah.
grace of God.
Right.
What I was able to do. So you didn't see Anointed Scroll when you met me, but you saw Diadem of Glory in my prayer journal. Diadem
Yeah.
is my second book.
Okay.
Diadem of Glory is my most expensive book and also my favorite book outside of my newest book for
Because
most.
you look, you know I was gonna ask. I'm like between both of the books because I always make everybody pick a favorite. Which one is the one? So can you tell me why that one kind of like
It,
is the favorite?
it's so easy to explain.
Okay.
Um, First and foremost, the intention that was put behind the book.
Okay.
The whole, like, I knew exactly what it was that I wanted to do that book. I am royal, right? Anointed Scroll was me kicking over fear and stepping into faith, but I am royal. So I'm putting on my crown of royal. That's why it's Diadem of Glory. So Diadem is a crown jewel
Okay.
to show sovereignty. And who do we show sovereignty to? Christ. And it's
Right.
under Christ's leadership that I am able to be seated in heavenly places through Christ Jesus, that I'm able to be a queen and a daughter of
That's
Christ.
right. That's
Um,
right.
so that's that whole piece. But Diadem of Glory is just, it's so many different things. First and foremost,
Mm-hmm.
it's declarative. So whenever people ask me how I'm doing, I'm always blessed, favored, established, and prosperous. That didn't come out of thin air. That came out of
Yeah.
speaking. So I speak that every day because blessings and prosperity, it follows me no matter what happens.
That's right.
I had to speak that within my storm. Even when it didn't feel good, I had to say it. That's the first piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it's declarative. So I have blessed, favored, established. Faith is my oxygen. Every single thing that I do prospers and more. As I even looking at my prayer journal, I go back to my writings. I'm like, I wrote that. I can't wait.
Right. Like this is amazing. This is
Right.
profound.
It's like God. You see, I wrote that, right? I can't wait.
Yeah.
I
Now,
can't
Faith,
wait.
let
That
me let
after
me ask you a question. Let me ask
yeah.
you a question. When you think about both of your books that you've released, what do you want readers to walk away with as far as from each of those books?
So I'm actually an author of 5 books, but I'll talk about the 2 specifically since those are the 2 that you're asking about. So for
Okay.
Diadem of Glory specifically, I want them to walk away with knowing that they can decree a thing and
Mhm.
knowing that warfare is not a stop. It's not a fix, that there is a definite end, right? The Bible
That's right.
says many are the affliction of the righteous, but I deliver them from it all. So that is why I put my warfare in the book. It was very difficult to put my warfare in the book, and sometimes
Mhm.
it can be difficult to talk about it, but I have to stand by faith, knowing that even as people are listening right now, chains are being broken off of their lives,
Yeah.
and they are okay to share their experiences. So that's the main thing in terms of Diadem of Glory. It's many different things. It even has like black businesses and things like that in there, but that's the main part. Um,
Okay.
in terms of Anointed Scroll, The main thing that I want people to know is there's power in what it is that they're right. And my signature piece for Anointed Scroll is compression. People are always trying to compress me, but I am not a suitcase. Sorry if I have to get on your case, but you cannot brush me around your mouth and spit me out like toothpaste.
Ooh,
The reason why that is just so instrumental and is important because we live in a world where people want to put people in a box and people are
yeah,
so afraid to do what it is that they are called to do. As a
yeah,
Christian, after getting up talking about Jesus in a bar or a club, that's not an easy thing. So I'm in prayer all
that's
the time.
right.
But I'm a Christian author and a poet. I'm not gonna be talking about dick this, leg this. I'm not gonna be talking about anything secular, knowing that my main goal is to bring people to the kingdom of God.
That's
Give
right. That's right. That's right.
me a second.
And, oh, you okay? Faith is on her way. Okay, she is moving.
Yes, I'm good. So
Okay.
that's the main thing. I really
Yeah,
want people to really take that with them.
that's
Um,
right.
it can
That's
be
right.
are organically. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I had two things that God surprised me. The first one was when I went on 106.3.
Yeah,
And regardless of what the genre was or what the conversation was, they were excited to hear me talk about Jesus. And
absolutely.
then,
Hey, look, Jesus belongs everywhere. Okay,
yeah,
look, oh, we praise God over here.
I
Let me
love
be clear. Look, look, God bless my friend that was on here earlier. But we, no, the thing about it is we are not shy with talking about his good grace here. And I love it. I think that it's refreshing to be able to have those conversations about the amazing things that he does. I mean, God shows up everywhere. So he's certainly welcome here for
absolutely.
sure.
And then I went to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah,
It was basically an all-white audience, so I had to do a temperature check. It was shocking for me too because I usually, I'm usually, we have our niches and our spaces, but my points are specifically about Jesus and how beautiful my melanin is. So
that's
I
right.
did my Peace Heaven, and then I did Melanin Running, and they seemed to really enjoy that. So
I
it kind
love that.
of made me think if I had taken the time to change my piece or my delivery because of my audience, I would have missed out that there are people who, regardless of their culture, race, religion, or whatever,
Yeah.
still enjoy what
They
it
can
is.
still receive your message. They can
Absolutely,
still receive it.
yeah,
I I love that. I mean, I know that you shared with me in terms of that your work is rooted, of course, in faith and just encouraging
yeah.
everything. So, when you think about your work, like, have you impacted someone just in your time where it kind of stands out to you? We don't have to talk
Uh,
about them specifically, but just
absolutely.
where you were able to share your work and those things, and it was able to help and uplift them.
Absolutely. So I impact people all the time. I just went. This is on a small level, but then I'm gonna talk on a bigger level. I just went down to a college and I did my Peace Heaven. One thing that's
Okay.
beautiful about the Peace Heaven, is that I talk about Jesus, having uh Jerry curl cornrows, so maybe I just see the glory when I look at his face, and then I mention all of the things that heaven is not, and then I bring in the good things. So I end up being able to put my warfare in it in a way that's lighthearted, but you don't really get it unless you really lean into the words. And you're
Yeah.
like, man, through that, absolutely. One of the college students was talked about how she really enjoyed heaven, and
Yeah.
she's like, a lot of people say that feel like hell is here on earth, but I believe that here I can kind of be in heaven because I can achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve, no
Yeah.
matter what. And I like that. There was like a instant feedback.
That's
But
right.
in of like my circle and what it is that I think that I've done is I didn't know any authors around me personally that had created any books besides like a pastor or something. So now I got people
Okay.
at my circle who now have a prayer journal. I got somebody who's seen me
Yeah.
like, oh, you got all these books. You got 2 books out now, So it's just like
Yeah.
by you making one decision, everybody around you would get in line. I would have known about these authors if I hadn't became an author myself, if that makes
That's
sense.
right.
So
That's
like
right.
it only takes one person to impact millions. So I consider myself to be a one person to be able to impact millions just off of me kicking over fear and stepping into faith, because now people can see that it's
Yeah.
possible for them, right?
That's right.
You know, we
That's
don't
right.
know, we hadn't seen that many people write books and actually be able to be successful at it and talk
Yeah.
about it, and be charismatic
And
with it,
actually share the experience, you
right?
know?
You
Yeah.
know, so it's a different kind of thing. And I think I would have been less afraid if I knew people that were already doing it. But I
Yeah.
guess the buck had to start with me.
That's right. That's right. I love to hear that. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being a person to kind of pioneer some things, and you are the first to set out on that path, because others will follow. You know, especially when you're doing the right thing and uplifting and inspiring people, you can never go wrong with that. Ever go wrong. Now I'm really excited for your event. I'm sad because it's on the same day as the brunch,
Um,
but if you can, for for those that are able to make it, can you share about your event that's coming up next Saturday?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I brought that book with me to the college. So I believe in God that they're gonna be able to get it for the college students.
They
So
will.
an Afrocentric poetic book about our history. So it's wonderful. Not only because I'm a Christian author, because they use it in religious basis, but they can really use it for history. So in case they like,
Okay.
oh, you religious, it has our history. So like there's no combating that.
Yeah.
So in that book, I'm very intentional. First and foremost, I start off with the poem Affirmations. I talk about I am the Black daughter, and the Black son. I'm not here by coincidence. I affirm that my journey is fixed.
That's
So I
right.
start off like fresh off the heating press with
You
that.
came out swinging,
Uh,
Faith. I love it. I
And
love
then
it.
I go straight into Alpha and Omega, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He sits first on the throne. I praise his name forevermore. And then I
Yes.
get to the Black church is one of my favorite pieces, right? Because we all go to a Black church. First and
Yes.
foremost, on the civil rights movement, we organized for our freedom. Now we getting our healing. We run it all down the aisle. So that's one of my lines. We run
That's right.
all up and down the aisles like
That's
we
right.
for the Olympics our entire lives. And then my other favorite line is praising peppermints for the win. But we know the Black church is kind of
Now,
that place where we can get our healing that we need for our
that's
whole week.
right. It
And
it
I talk,
kickstarts your week.
so that was very enjoyable because I feel like no one's covering it.
That's right.
Even I feel like even a person that's a non-believer would really just enjoy or may have just enjoyed
Yeah.
to see in the church because we're so close knit together.
That's
Like
right.
the peppermints are on point, the ushers.
Right. You like Pat, let's go ahead and pass this right on up.
uh,
I love that.
then I go into Coretta Scott King. Was a great authoress. I think I listed at least 4 per books. In my
Okay.
I didn't focus on Dr. Martin Luther King because we already know about him. So I put her in there.
Yeah.
I did Dynamite, Hold Your Hand by an Open Fire, Watch It Burn. I'm excited to fully like really get into my pieces. As you can see, I really know them. I did
Oh, you like spending it like right off the dome, girl. You ready.
I,
I love that. That's
I did
so awesome.
I did Good Times, Waiting to See Sunshine. So Good Times was came out in like the 1970s. It's from the Windy City where the lights are bright and pretty,
Oh, yes.
So I did Good Times just because Good Times was one of the first shows that we had to show us, and we had a hard working man. Nowadays, and no shade to Tyler Perry. I love Tyler Perry down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But we seen the Black man being a hardworking man and a family man. We didn't really see him like being a deadbeat or anything like that, or being no
Yeah.
good for a woman. So it was a good time. We saw an actual like family. We saw their struggles through racism. So I have that in there. I have Martin
Yeah.
and I have Frederick Douglass. Like a lot of people don't know Frederick Douglass. We know that he knew how to read and write, but we don't know his
Yeah.
story of freedom. So he signed the paperwork of another free Black man, and that's how he got out. So I cover things that they aren't teaching in
That they're
school.
not gonna teach them.
Why are they not teaching it? Because they do not want us to know how truly magnificent and wonderful that we are.
That's
So
right.
that's the basis of what that book is about. And honestly,
Yeah.
Michi, I really want to go in, and I have a lot going on because I have some other books that I gotta release. But I'm gonna go back in that book and add some more African
Oh,
American.
so it sounds like you giving us a deluxe edition. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, I'm gonna go back in
Okay.
and add some more heroes because I'm like, I gotta give them more because I mean, part of my
Yeah. I don't know, or maybe a part two, girl. Split it up.
yeah, you know what? I could do that because I'm explaining to people. I'm like, you realize you go to Google and you put in who invented peanut butter. They're not gonna tell you George Washington Carver. They're gonna tell you someone completely
Not
different.
straight away. They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
So
Hey, look, it sounds like, because before we get ready to close out today, I did just want to ask you, outside, because we got the event coming up. You got your book. You've been, it sounds like you've been touring. You on
well,
tour?
I did a little bit Michi, but not how I like to. You know me, I believe. Well, not I
Yeah.
believe. I know for a fact that I'm not just a statewide person. I'm national. So I'm just waiting on New
You
York.
international.
Right, there you go. International. I'm
Yes,
everywhere. So
ma'am.
I know for a fact that Germany, Paris, all these different places supposed to be inviting me and paying for my flights and all that good stuff. So
It's coming. And you just waiting on the email. You just
right,
waiting on the email, Faith.
right.
That's what you know that, right?
Yeah, I'm just at this point. I'm really, literally, truly just waiting on the email. So that you, like I said, that's the biggest piece. And I'm so excited about what God is doing. I just got to make sure that I stay focused on my P's and Q's. But I want
That's right.
everybody to come out that can. So it's next Saturday, April 25th, from 12 to 4 at Howard Street. So, and
Okay.
they're gonna get to do some coloring in the beginning. We're gonna do some coloring. They're gonna hear all the
Yes.
beautiful Black history pieces. I have performers that I work with that'll also,
Okay.
so it'll be a good opportunity for them to meet that. Some comedians.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time.
I'm
So
so excited. Faith, I'm glad that we connected that day. And I'm glad to continue to support you for all of the things that you have going on. So when you release the new books and you got some more stuff, please don't be a stranger coming back to see me, because I want to support you and help get the word out about everything that you're doing.
I will definitely let you know. I'm glad you said this. So I have two other events, and maybe I do
Okay.
want to come back on sometime in May because I have
Yeah.
an authors event. So May 21st, I'm doing my first open mic.
Okay.
Pink Room. So that's gonna be good. And then May 30th, I'm doing an authors book fair where I'm connecting with different authors to get them out there. I'm also
Okay.
going to be teaching people for free that come in how to write a book. You
Okay.
can get for free to meet people in your community who's writing books, and then me also giving you the tea on how to write a book on top of having other performers and things like that, because I like anything that I do to add value
That's
and
right.
meaning for people. And I really want heavy coverage on that, because it's not, that event is not just about supporting me, it's about supporting all the different authors that and hearing their stories, because I'm gonna have like a panel. This is the
Okay.
first time I've ever done something like that. But you know what? I was just like, you know what, like Nike, I was
It's
like,
time to chart new waters.
right,
That's all that is.
just do it. So yes, we got to get people out there for that.
I'm excited. And look, when you send it over to me, I'm going to get it out to my people so that they will also know. And I'm excited for you, Faith. I thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you so much for having
Yeah.
me. And then people can follow me on Facebook at Faith Jackson,
Okay.
TikTok and Instagram at Anointed Poet. And
Okay.
then on YouTube, Anointed Poet Faith. And then in my Facebook bio, in case they miss anything, I do have my page account where it takes them to everything, including one of my top YouTube performances. I'm at
Okay.
200 followers on YouTube. Definitely, follow so I can
Oh
get the
yeah, I will make sure that everyone, like I told them earlier in the show, that you all are hyperlinked so that they can not only follow you but also subscribe to your channel, because that is how y'all can help creators like us to get the word out about what we're doing, is to go and hit that like and subscribe button on those pages. So you got our support for sure, Faith, for
Thank,
sure.
thank you so much.
All right, well, I'll talk to you soon. I know we're gonna be busy next Saturday.
Yeah, yes,
But
yeah.
I am sending you all the well wishes for a successful event, and just know I'm with you in spirit, sis. I'm with you in
Oh,
spirit.
thank you, sis. I'll see you.
All right, see you soon. Bye. I told y'all tonight's guest was look my heart. I am going to leave up Faith's information because I want you all, in case you missed any of tonight's interview, to connect with her. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we've got tonight's Hate It and Love It. Hate It and Love It. Be right back.
This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the Lincoln Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MH Tudor in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Okay, bye. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Then more mistakes are gone.
All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. And as you know, it's time for tonight's Hate It and Love It. Now, if you're just joining tonight's broadcast, I want you all to drop those businesses in the comments. Now, me personally, I am sipping on some Cooper's Hawk Spritzy Sangria. This is the mango dragon fruit. It is delicious. And of course, I have my Copan vodka poured up for tonight's What Would You Do? Now, for my Love It, do I want to kick it off with a Hate It or Love It this week? Let me say this. I'll maybe let's start it with the Hate It. Have you all ever been in a situation where you can feel like that vibes and different things are off, and you try to press forward, but it's like a pressing thing where you're like, I just can't get past this feeling? That has to be probably my Hated It. Like for me, I don't just go off energy and vibes, but when I do, I can feel them and feel them deeply. And I don't know if you've all have ever been in a situation where you could feel a shift. You know, you feel an energy shift. I mean, it can even just be, I've been at the club and I'm like, they found a fight. Let's leave. And then time we leaving out, they're fighting. You know, I can just feel the energy shifts. And I hate when I feel it, you know, and then it's just like, you can't confirm it. You're not able to get any answers. It's just not a good feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably my Hated It to kick it off. Let's just kick it off with a Hated It. You know, and in regards to that, I think that it's important, and I'm going to file this as a Hated It too. We have to stop like holding on to things that we feel and not talking to the people that we feel those things about. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Oh yeah. Okay. When you are feeling things with your loved ones, your coworkers, whomever, you got to say stuff. The passive aggressive, the not saying anything, withdrawing, that's so played out. That's so 2000 and late. Can we not do that? Can we have an adjustment? Okay. Been seeing a lot of it lately. It's just like if we feel things, it's okay to address said things. It really is. Like we're not holding things on the inside. That's how you burst into flames. I mean, you know, we know that we hot, but we don't want to burst into flames. So those are my two hated it's. Now, the love it is that the LinkedIn Lit Brunch is 9 days away. I've been doing a countdown with you all since the top of the year. And honestly, now that we are down to like the single digit days, I'm freaking out. Let's go ahead and have a real conversation. I'm freaking out. Oh my God. Because guess why I'm freaking out? It's not even for the reasons that you might think. I can't say that I've perfected because nothing is perfect, but I have followed my processes that I've built to make it happen. So I've been nervous lately. Like, am I missing something? Like, I cannot even tell you all the amount of times that I have double checked my own self. And I'm like, okay, things right now are in order. Because now we're down to the single digit days. I'm so excited about the brunch. Like it's literally my labor of love to anyone that supports the brand, to people that are looking to come out and enjoy themselves. And, to all of my partners, let me tell you, I am not alone when it comes to the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. I am the person that has curated this particular space for us. But let me be very clear that it is the people, it's my vendors, it's my partners, it's my sponsors. It is those people that they help to create the vibe that is the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. I am not alone. For everyone that sowed a seed, they're giving their services, they're giving their time. I'm thankful for it. And I mean, I'm even more thankful that when I got ready to put together the brunch, I did not have to look very far. I didn't. Shout out to our CEO of the league, of the Black Women Professionals League, Reese. It's her birthday today. She always says that. She's like, when we are looking for people, we don't have to look far. And it's so true. When I think about my own planning for the brunch, I was able to look within my network to have my people come out to showcase themselves so that you all can have a good time. So I'm, for every person that has gotten a ticket, I think I'm down to like 6 or 7 tickets now. And I got a sneaky feeling that might change tomorrow. So Fridays are paydays, I'm like, I'm the same way. I'm like, I got you next week for sure. Okay, we have to do that sometimes. We have to take our time. But for everyone that teamed up with me, for everyone that has believed in the mission, that they want to showcase themselves, they like the vibes that's there, I appreciate you. And my goal is to continue to keep bringing opportunities and just bringing revenue and expansion to your businesses. I'm excited to also share with you all. Y'all know I love a lot of my friends that I meet along the way. And if you all are interested in vending for a local farmers market downtown on Michigan Avenue, there are going to be some opportunities for you all to do that with the Chicago French Market. I'll be sharing that information with my network. In terms of, you all getting outside. A lot of it is about being visible within your business and what you have going on. So I'm super excited for the opportunities that'll come up. I am so excited for the people that are going to connect. I'm excited to show y'all my dress that's over here in the corner. You all can't see it. But I am preparing to create an amazing time for you all. And it's so much work that goes into it. I'm excited. And I hope that you are too. So, let's get it together. We are going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun next week. So get those tickets. Now, I have to take a really quick break. And when we come back, get your drinks together. This one, let me tell you, shout out to Michael Turner. Okay. I will reshare this one on the Blueprint Media Company's page. But tonight's What Would You Do? This one caught my attention because it was so wild. And they went in on this lady. They went in on this woman in the comments. So after this break, we're going to hop into tonight's spicy What Would You Do? Right after this break.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MH Titter in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions. Now, I want to wait for y'all to come on in for tonight's What Would You Do, because it's wild, y'all. This one is kind of wild. I can't even believe this. Okay. This one had me a little bit perplexed, but I as I shared with you before, shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to Live Long Health, Copine, okay, who is sponsoring tonight's segment. Pretty Curvy Savage, Paris Ice Bar, and Fire Infusions. Now, you're going to want to have your cocktails ready for this one. When I saw this, and I'm going to pull up the post here on my phone as well, because I want you all to hear some of these comments. Now, this What Would You Do tonight involves a woman, her husband, and her brother-in-law. And it's wild, y'all. When I read this one, it was really, really wild. So he said, "Hey guys, I know this seems so wrong, but it feels so right. Here it goes. As I'm making love to my husband, I can't help but think about his baby brother. He's a full-grown man," she wanted to indicate. "Don't get me wrong. Sex is amazing with my husband, but not enough to keep me from thinking about his brother in place of him for just one night only. Every time we're around each other, we lock in on each other every time. But we have to hug and keep it moving because my husband is extremely jealous and doesn't want me socializing with another man at all, especially his brothers. He claims the men in his family are snakes. However, I must be one too because I desperately want a taste of his brother. I know deep down inside his brother wants a piece of this too. I love him, my husband, dearly, but I can't stop fantasizing lustfully about his brother. I know this is wrong. No one would admit it, but have you ever wanted someone in your partner's family? I mean, just for one night only." Girl, what? Tonight's What Would You Do is going to be for about 2 seconds. Now, before I get into some of my thoughts, let me let's see. I'll read some of the comments. Let's see. "Girl, as a matter of fact, if you don't want your husband that buys cars, has good sex, et cetera, hand him here." This person said, "Your thoughts are your personal thoughts for a reason." Let's see. "You hoes be weird, but you love your husband. My fiance has 6 brothers and they're all my brothers. What is wrong with y'all? His brother probably likes you because you're his brother's wife. He might not even like your personality in real life. Stop acting like Eve wanting to eat the brother's apples and bananas." This situation is very wild for tonight's What Would You Do? I mean, this woman wrote in to this particular columnist to say that she has strong lustful feelings for her brother-in-law. Now, look, this is the thing. She posed a question at the end of this particular What Would You Do, asking, has anyone ever
wanted a family member, even if it was just for a night. And this is the thing. I don't know what most people do, but if I am dealing with someone, whether this is romantic or this, you are my friend and these people are attached to you in some type of family type of way, that person automatically becomes off limits. And when I say off limits, there would never even be any thoughts or anything consciously that I would be putting in, I wouldn't put any energy towards that person, because I absolutely will not see you like that. We can acknowledge, oh, you look nice or whatever the case is, but it's not like, oh, you look nice, I want to take you down, honey. Let's do this. We're not doing that. That's ridiculous. So yeah, this What Would You Do was a little bit wild, because I feel like that is completely inappropriate. If you are dating someone, you should not be looking at their family members. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and take my shot, because tonight's What Would You Do is off the chain. Off the chain. She says she desperately wants a taste of her brother-in-law, and she knows that deep down he wants a taste of her too. Why would you even be entertaining anything like that? What? Let me take my shot. Whew. Copan. It's Copan, baby. This is a problem. This is a problem. So, sis, you know that this is wrong. And what I need you to do is that I need you to go and address whatever is inside of you that's telling you to lust after your brother-in-law. It's not cute. It's not lit. This is not what's up. We don't do that. You don't mess with the family. You don't mess with the friends. And everybody's been there where you have met someone and maybe it's just like, ooh, I picked this person out of the crew, or maybe I should have picked this person. I mean, people have been there. Guys have, girls have. But once you've locked in on your choice, as in marriage, you're not supposed to be looking any further, especially at their sibling. That's weird. That's weird. I don't even want to do nothing past a church hug with my brother-in-law. I'm like, hey, and then this is the thing. My sister and my brother-in-law, they're a beautiful couple, but I'm not like this. Oh, you're fine. Like that's weird. Since this is weird, that's a level of no judgment, a little perversion, because we have to control ourselves at a certain point. So to answer your question about tonight's What Would You Do? No one has thought like that. It's just not normal. I think that you can acknowledge that someone, oh yeah, they look nice. You're handsome. You're beautiful. But it's not supposed to go beyond that where you are having lustful thoughts about this person. It has to be a cutoff. There has to be some decorum. There has to be some tact in how you handle things. So that's going to sum this one up. That's foul and trifling. Like, is everything okay? Is everything okay in your mind at home? And the crazy part about it is that you have your husband already, and you say that you're satisfied and everything. So it's like, now you're just being greedy. And why are you locking eyes with this brother anyway? Like, violation. Tonight's What Would You Do is a violation with a capital V. Sis, back up off of the fantasy and leave that man alone. You need to get from around that man if you are tempted to be with that man. Period. It's just not, we can't do it no more. So that's how I feel about tonight's What Would You Do? You all drop what you feel in the comments. Right after this break, we're going to hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, and then start getting ready to wrap it on up, baby. Be right back. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop.
This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the Linked and Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MH Tutter in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and it's time for tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Of course, shout out to our amazing sponsors, Live Long Health, Copan Vodka, Paris Ice Bar, Fire Infusions, and of course, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Now, tonight, we're going to kick it off with a news story that was in the headlines, okay? Anjanette Young was nominated to the Chicago Police Oversight Board. Now, she, if you all do not remember, if you're not from the area, she was the one where CPD did a botched raid on her apartment, and it was videotaped. They came in on her when she didn't have clothes on. It was a really, really, really traumatic experience. And it was a wrongful raid. They were not supposed to raid her. But she was nominated by Mayor Johnson this week to the Community Commission of Public Safety and Accountability. Now, while her appointment is still in need of city council approval, she is in the running for it. And I think that it matters because this is definitely a powerful moment for police accountability, because that whole situation, if you did not see the video, it was wrong what they did to her. It was super wrong. So the fact that she will now be a part of what that looks like from the other side, I'm happy for her, and I think that this could definitely, having someone like her that experienced something like that it would definitely lead to a positive impact for community and public relations in Chicago. So shout out to her. Shout out to you, Miss Young. We see you. Now, if you all in the Chicagoland area, I know y'all have heard about them teen takeovers. Honey, they on top of cars, child, damaging up properties, doing everything. So, right after that teen takeover happened, Chicago parents, they've been stepping up, y'all. They've been stepping up. I actually saw something recently. It was a parent takeover where they like, hey, we're going outside. We're doing what we have to do. I saw a story recently. I'm in the South Suburban area. And shout out to the Culvers over in Matson. They're one of like my favorite locations to go to. But those kids were in there running amok on the owner. And last weekend, they had an event to support them at that time. What's up, Auntie Tracy? How you doing, girl? Hi. Like, you done missed a lot of the show, girl. We on What's Happening, What's Up. But yeah, these teen takeovers are, they need some things to do. They need some things to do because you can't go around terrorizing these towns and communities and these businesses. So, over in Culver's, the adults have to go over there with the kids. And after the owner, she released a video and talked about some of the struggles that she was having. Parents were bringing their children back up to apologize to her and to the staff for their behavior. And we love to see the accountability. We love to see the accountability. And it's important for, everyone to be proactive, just within the community, the parents and everyone, to make sure that as they engage in the community, that is safe for everyone that's involved, them included. It's got to be safe. She said, LOL, I'm sorry. You funny. Now, I was really excited. Y'all know, love me some Cardi B. I love Cardi B down to the ground. Do you hear me? Love her. Her Grow Good Beauty hair care line, it launched and it's sold out. All of her products were $20 and under. Let me tell you, Cardi B is for the girly. She is for the people. And we love to hear it. I love to see that. And for the people that are in the, because I saw y'all in the comments like, how y'all gonna buy some hair products for somebody that wear weave all the time? I'm like, so do I. We all do from time to time. The ones that get into changing their hair up, you wear it, but you still have to maintain your natural hair. Like, I got this on. But earlier today, I had a pineapple on top of my head. That's how I went into the workplace today. Because we take care of our natural hair too. Cardi B, I'm excited for you. You know, as an entrepreneur, you are doing things extraordinary that's outside of music. And understand, I love to see it. We it's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income. And when you invest in what the people need, you're gonna always win. She literally created a business that resonates with the consumers that support her. My girl, we are happy for you. Now, my next story. Child, Tyler Perry is out here exposing Hollywood's unequal budgets for Black creators. Now, he called out Hollywood this week saying that white boys get 4 or 5 times as much. Speaking of the budgets, when it comes to, you know, different things. Now, actually, this was from an interview that kind of it was already in the it was resurfaced, but he talked about the stark industry disparities that he's faced, and essentially how he took that and tried to change the mold, really do things a little bit differently. I think that we see this theme that happens with Black creators. I mean, I think back to the earlier days of TikTok, where a lot of the creators that were on there, they were creating dances and creating trends and wouldn't make anything from it. But, their white counterparts were able to take their material and take their work and you pose it as their own and make a lot of money from it. I recently just saw a TikTok of a young lady. She does like the tips as far as working, with the corporate tips and helping people navigate in the workplace. And there was a white woman that was literally stealing her. I mean, she stole it word for word, y'all. No joke. She stole this lady's entire script of everything that she was saying. And the proper way that if you are going to copy a trend or do anything, you acknowledge the person. Or for me, when I do like my before and afters and things of that sort, I will use the sound of the original creator, right? So that they get their, not let them get their flowers too. So I love the fact that, and I think Tyler Perry, he gets a lot of grief sometimes, but I love the fact that despite of some of the struggles that even he may be going through, just within his own personal right, that he, is looking out for people. If you ever listen to some of the actors and actresses that have worked with him, they say that they're like, hey, he takes care of us. What's up, Kim G, baby? Y'all, I miss my best friend. Let me tell y'all what's happening. What's up? My best friend got a new job. And we don't even talk no more. We ran out of words to say. Tell me it don't have to change. Will it ever stay the same? We literally have to schedule phone dates. I love it though. It keeps the friendship spicy. But that's another thing. What's happening? What's up? It's just like it's too much going on. She said, "Girl, stop." And let me tell y'all, I'm so spoiled because I literally talked to my best friend for like 2 hours last night. I am being, you know what? I'm starting to believe that I'm dramatic. Can you believe it? I'm starting to believe it. I can't. I think that that's what's happening right now. Yes, it keeps it spicy, friend. I'll just be like, guess what? I'm like, I've got 17 things to run down to you about what's been going on in my life. I really want to host a day where me and my girls get together and we present PowerPoint presentations to each other. I've been seeing that trend on TikTok too. Kim, let me know if you're down. I got some things to say. Now, did y'all see that Nia Long was gonna be in Playboy? Like, let me ask y'all a question. Let me get in my. Am I gay? Because I want to see it a little bit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all just gotta let me know. Does that make me a little homosexual? Because yeah. She also mentioned in the press this week that she likes dating younger men and protecting her peace. Now, Nia, come into the war room. The men that be our age be giving us a lot of grief. You're saying that the YMs, you're saying that the YMs, that they're helping you to protect your peace? Is that what you're saying to us? Y'all just gotta let me know. I do. If anybody bought that particular Playboy or whatever the case is, I'm trying to see it. No shade, no tea. Nia Long has always been like that girl for me. She never really had to do too much. Kim said, hell, I want to see her Playboy too. Okay. So that, I think that it's normal. I think that she's beautiful. Let me tell you, it reminds me of back in the day. Oh, and Zachary, don't get mad at me. I'm gonna tell this story. So back in the day, before we learned that Stacey Dash was like super mega or whatever, which we don't know where she stands now, but I'm just like, girl, you black, so it's like, okay, whatever. Okay. Back in the day though, when she posted Playboy, my dad was like, I need that addition to that. Like, oh my gosh, so bad. And I can remember mom was like, you know what, we're gonna get it for him. I love the fact that my mom, she's like, even though this is just kind of like, this is different, she's like, I'm gonna get it. I remember when she posted it, and Stacey Dash, I don't care what anyone says or what she has done in the recent years, she did a beautiful cover. Oh my gosh. I was like, girl, all that perky, baby, what we finna do? Like, she did all of that. I'm like, I fear that Nia Long is gonna eat in the same fashion. And I'd like to see it. I want to see it. Kim said, I want to see her Playboy too. I want to see it as well. Kim said the young guys are probably just giving her a good time and not a long time. I'm here for it. Let's talk about Tia Mowry and her young boo that she just popped out with. Let's get into a little celebrity tea. They are looking very refreshed. Like, I'm just like, dare I say that y'all looking a few years younger? And they already look young. Let me be clear. That is not shade. Because my whole thing is, most of the people, the Mowry sisters, Nia Long, Sanaa Lathan, like the women like that, honey, they are aging like fine wine. Let's be clear. The clearest. They look happy. But Tia Mowry, she look like she is getting it in. Nia Long, she don't look like she's aged. Maya, I don't even think she says she's not even messing with nobody. Allegedly. We're speaking allegedly here. She looks great. I'm like, oh my goodness. Do we just get rid of the men? Like, do we get rid of them? Is that what it is? Like, is that how y'all maintaining y'all youth? Y'all just kind of, it's in and out. It's an exchange. Let's have a real conversation. Now, moving along for tonight's to wrap up tonight's what's happening, what's up. I was really, really disturbed by this story. So if have y'all heard the name Ashley Janae? Ashley Janae, she just recently she passed away in Zanzibar on a vacation with her husband. For reference, and I'm not mentioning this to spark any outrage, but Ashley Janae was a Black woman, a younger Black girl, and she was married to a white man. There's been a lot of speculation as to what has happened to her. And this is not her husband, excuse me, this is her fiance. Now, her fiance is claiming that she committed suicide, and her family is like, hey, we're not going for this. She absolutely did not do that. More details have been released that point to there being some type of dispute before ultimately she was found unalived in her room. They had to actually physically separate them in rooms because the fight was so bad and so disturbing. It is, and it's really a challenge when you are outside of the US and you can't really get like the support and all of the things that you need to really get the true answers as far as what happened to her. It sparked up a lot of outrage uh and outcry, I think, from all parties, because it's like now they're trying to put the pieces together as far as what happened to her. Very unfortunate situation. I am praying for Ashley Janae's family. Her name is Ashley Robinson. Ashley Janae is her her influencer name and everything. But definitely praying for their family, because that's got to be unsettling. Very unsettling. I mean, I know whenever my family, when they go, I mean, I don't care if they going out of the state. I am on them like white on rice. What's your travel arrangements? Where are you staying? What transportation is picking you up? Like, we ask those questions. When I tell you run down the whole situation, I look for my family. I'm like, I'm checking for flights. Where y'all going? Especially when you go international. But to have something like this happen to her, and she is so far away from home. She's supposed to be in good company with her fiance, and something like this happens. It's a very, very critical conversation. And I hope that her family is able to find some resolve in the things that they may not know. That they may not know. And if I see anything of how we can rally behind them because of the rising cost and all of these different things that happen, of how to help Ashley Janae's family, I will absolutely share those things with you all. The details surrounding her death have been super inconsistent, and her family deserves. It deserves. Yeah. Kim said, girl, we added you on Life 360 when you went to LA. We need to know how you are out of state. Let me tell you, Kim, a core memory. And I'm going to get it back, because actually, let me tell you this. All of my family, except for my husband and I, have iPhones. And Auntie Tracy doesn't have one. Auntie Tracy, do you have an iPhone? I don't think you have an iPhone. You have a Droid like us. They all share their locations as like, iPhonians, whatever. But let me tell you, when I went out to LA for the BET Awards, at that time, I was kind of like dolo, and Kim she's like, you need to add this right now. I'm like, I'm adding it right now. When I tell you, the whole Garrison family had my location. They knew exactly where I was. I'm like, I'm at the Hollywood Theater. I'm here. They had my back. And I love y'all for that. Like, because I was truly out there, and I'm just like, okay, like, whatever. I appreciate y'all so much. Auntie Tracy said, no, yeah, you're Androidian as well. We're the last of a dying breed, honey. They trying to get us to switch over. I'm like, I will forever be the one that will have the Android. I'm going to be the green dot in your phone until forever in time. Like, I know that's why Kim only messages me on Snapchat, because I'm a green dot now. Kimberly confirm in the comments while I take this break. When I come back, tonight's topic, I ain't gonna lie, look, we just gonna talk a little junk, and then we gonna go ahead and get up off of here right after
this. Ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the Linked and Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MH Tuda in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Can I keep it real with y'all? Can I keep it real with y'all? We just gonna catch up tonight. Let me get in these comments. What y'all talking about? Kim said, if you don't stop lying on me, please. She said, you do not like texting, so I do not text you, ma'am. LOL. Kim, is that why you don't text me? I like texting you. I text. So this is where I draw the line. If you need to have a full-on conversation, voice note or phone call, do not, let's catch up. Do not send me a novel via text message. Immediately, I am angry because I know that I have to dissect every single last one of those pieces and do that. But for some reason, it's easier via voice note. I don't know, y'all. MzMetchi is different. I'm different. I am. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I have about 2 minutes at a time. I can take in 2 minutes of information. And then I'm like, wait. I'm overloading my circuit right now. I can't do it. But yeah, no, you can text me. I'll be texting you back when you be texting me. But then we take it right over the snap. Okay, so let's catch up. Okay, LinkedIn Lit Brunch is 9 days away. I'm lit. Yep. Y'all hear me sipping my wine. I decided to go with the hue of pink. I originally had on a yellow and pink dress and it didn't look right. So I was like, no. I'm feeling really good. Y'all, I've been excited about a lot of things. You know, the MzMetchi show. Just been excited about all of that stuff. I'm getting ready and I want to tell y'all, let's prepare. I'm going to take off a couple weeks in May. And you know, I'm a big advocate for getting out here and living. I've got the brunch coming up. I've got my birthday coming up. Mother's Day is coming up. A lot of fun things. Like my friends and my family all have really exciting things that are coming up. And I'm looking forward to, you know, us just living a little bit. So the Blueprint Live after next week is going to be on a little bit of a spring break. You know, let's catch up, right? Let's catch up. We're going to be on a little bit of a spring break just so that I can have fun. And I'm still going to, of course, take y'all on the journey. It's the journey. I'll take you guys with me because I've got some fun, like happy hour dates set up. And, you know, I'm so thankful that I have so many people in my life that love me. They're like, we're taking you out. I literally it feels like bookings of fun things to go and do with all of my people. I love everybody that's loving on me in this season. You know, in the true essence of catching up, y'all know I deal with a lot of things and I kind of keep a little quiet. I keep to myself about a lot of stuff. I'm shaking the table over here, right? giving y'all that bass in the speakers. But I've had a lot of things go on. You know, let me just speak real transparent. Yesterday, if I could be honest with y'all, I shut down. It was my mom's birthday. Is what would have been her 58th birthday this year. And my mom passed in October 2011. And I'm not gonna lie, as the time is going by, it's like as I'm getting older, sometimes that grief likes to set in. And yesterday it got to me. I'll tell y'all exactly what happened. Anthony rode with me out to the cemetery. And I used to always feel like it was a super long drive. And I thought about trying to make it a group thing, but I needed to go and talk to Rhoda by myself. You know, I needed to go and speak to my mama. And when I got out there, at first it was raining. And y'all, admittingly, I talk to my mom every day, you know, because I told y'all, just believe I speak to my mom whenever I want to speak to her. But I knew I needed to get out there. And although I hadn't been to the cemetery in a while, I did. I got out there. And you know how some things are just muscle memory, like once you get there. So I got over in the area that I thought her plot was in. And I didn't see it. And I felt myself welling up. Like I knew that it was just about to come out. I knew that it was about to come out. And I'm thankful for Anthony. Babe, I'm thankful for you. He was so patient with me yesterday. And he's like, it's got to be a way we could look it up. And I'm looking at the office of where it is. And if you've never been out to a national cemetery, it's big as hell, y'all. It's super big. And I'm not driving over there. It was outside. I looked a mess yesterday, y'all. Like, oh my God, I was crying all morning. And he showed me how to look it up. And we found her. I was just around the corner, like literally, like I was like right around the way. I was so close. And when I got there, y'all, I don't know, it all hit me at one time. I was thinking about her so hard, just like wondering, like my mama would turn up at the Length of Lit brunch. Like, understand, she would be there with all her little touches, like all of her things. Because my mama and them used to throw some bomb ass parties. Like, they was just the bomb. And I was thinking about her a lot. Grief is sneaky because it hits you, when you least expect it. I think that if my mom were around for the woman who I've become now, I think she would, oh my God, if she was still bragging at work, she would be talking to them about all of the things. Like, y'all better watch my daughter on TV. And it makes me happy. It makes me happy. I needed that release yesterday. Mother's Day is coming up. When Mother's Day comes up, and I'm speaking to anybody that has dealt with anything infertility wise and all that other stuff. You never know if it's going to be a good day or a bad day, and for me, I grieve so many times because I'm thankful I got my two aunties. My auntie Tracy is here. Hey girl, I'm so thankful I have them because they are like the last parts of me maternal wise, like from just, from the women in my family. They are my ones. I cling to them very, very, very tight in this season. But when I think about and Auntie Tracy, I didn't forget about our day to go out there too. I'll still roll with you. But we'll coordinate that, real talk. I didn't forget, but yesterday I needed that, Mother's Day be hard, especially since the things that I've gone through, because I grieve motherhood on a multitude of levels at that point. So in catching up tonight, I just want to be intentional to just kind of speak to those people where some of those days are coming up. It's my mom's birthday. Anybody that knew her knew that like her birthdays was her thing. It's rough. Hi, Robbie. What's up? I see you in the comments. She said, I'm glad you went. Yeah, I had to go out there, girl. I had to go. Yes, we gonna get out there. Kim said Mother's Day is a very hard day. Yeah, it's people don't understand. I'm very thankful that even at work, I have been dealing with some trials and tribulations even in the workplace, and they were very supportive too. Sometimes I have to stop and take a beat. I'm such a driven woman that I try my very best to show up in all of the spaces where I can, and I fall short on those things. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna get that together right now, Kim. Right now. I'm getting that together. Immediately. And we're gonna go ahead and get that off of there. Boop. And it's done. It's done. Yeah, if you have not dealt with, with just like the loss of that, the loss in a couple different realms, you don't understand it. I'm thankful for everybody that reached out. Like I said, I even talked to Kim yesterday. I was like, girl, I had to get Robbie up off of there. I did. I recognized that picture. I'm like, this is giving very bodish right now. Yeah, I had to go, girl. And Kim said, girl, he is a bot. Yeah, I had to get him up off of that because then the next thing you know, they'll be asking for, like stand up. We want to see your titties. Like, I don't have time for that tonight. We talking about real stuff. But I know that I'm doing her proud. I'm excited to host next week. Y'all, my dress is over here. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. And I've been feeling like my big hair. I've just been getting back into like the things that make me feel good at all times. This is a season where like no one can stop your greatness. I'm not letting anybody or anything stop me. And I need y'all to know that me saying that to y'all hit so much harder this week because when I tell you I be up against some battles in war, as Kim calls it. Because I promise you, like when you're doing good or when you're trying to strive forward, the war is going to come. Fight anyway. Fight anyway. That's what I want to share with y'all. And catching up, it's just you got to keep going. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been a little bit nervous about something as I'm getting closer to the brunch because I've decided, everyone's been asking me. I've had a lot of people ask me, like, can I come and speak at your brunch? And I'm just like, I think I should speak at my brunch. What? How? What is going on, bro? Why? Why is this man doing this? What's the problem? I can't. Tracy said, you and I both know your mama's so proud of you. Thank you. Yeah, I would hope that she would be. I'm doing my best, girl. I'm doing my best. I'm gonna get off of here before they try to take over my dang on live. Like, what is the problem? It's too much. And you know what? I don't know. When I tell y'all that particular man has been, he's like followed from a few different, he came back under another profile, girl. Yes. I'm about to get up off of here. See, we can't even catch up right. They trying to infiltrate the system. What's going on? Y'all, when I tell you, I get alerts on my website. I've been getting like China, it's all types of stuff. I'm like, did I get hacked? What's going on right now? Like, why y'all so in my business? Please. I'm scared now. I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. I love y'all. She said, block Buddy Tail immediately. Dad, I'm like, girl, what? Ma'am, look, let's take a quick break. We got to figure out what's going on real quick. One last time. This is y'all last opportunity for those that's tuning in or that will hear this show shortly thereafter. The LinkedIn Lit Brunch, it's only a couple tickets left. Get your tickets now. Here's some more information in case you need it.
This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MzMetchi in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Okay. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back. I'm trying to log off so I don't get hacked tonight, y'all. It's a lot going on. Kiki, she said, got my ticket. I'll be there, girlfriend. Let's go. Okay, Kiki, y'all already know. She coming up in there, baby, is gonna shake a tail feather. Do you hear me? Now, look, tonight's quote of the night, I will keep it brief because we've been on here for quite some time. Sometimes the blessing isn't a closed door. It's a new you. God will change how you think, how you react, and what you settle for. Then one day you realize life feels different because you're different. And that's the kind of growth no one can take from you. Baby, look, that resonated for me on a few levels. Shout out to the closed doors. Shout out to the new doors. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but I'm at a place in my life where I don't want to keep knocking on doors that don't want to open for me. I'm going into the doors where it's a little bit more ease in this season. You wake up different sometimes. It doesn't matter what you did, what you accepted, or whatever it was from yesterday. It's a brand new day. It's a new day. I just want to share that with y'all. Shout out to everyone that tuned in with me tonight. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company and MzMetchi on all platforms. And of course, if you want to advertise with me, please visit the bpmediaco.com or MzMetchi.com. There's information available on both sites. I would love to really connect with you. I'd love to have you at the brunch. It's only a few tickets left, so get y'all butts up in here. Get your butts up in here. I would love to see you. Thank you to my amazing sponsors. Shout out to Live Long Health, Copon Vodka, Paris Ice Bar, Pretty Curvy Savage, Fire Infusions, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay. And of course, my special guest tonight. Shout out to Cognac Classic. You all make sure that you go and listen to their performance on 420 at the THC Prohibition Cafe. And of course, shout out to Faith Jackson. She is the anointed poet. You all get her books, you know, and especially for my, you know, for my believers. Okay. Y'all, I need y'all to go and support her. Let's buy her book out. Let's support and do what we can. I love y'all. And until next time, bye.
Thank you for tuning into the Blueprint Live. I'm your girl, MzMetchi. Make sure that you're following me on all platforms at MzMetchi and at the BP Media Co. See y'all next week. Okay, bye.